People around the internet are always telling me that I'm rubbish at predicting the Premier League results, so this week I've got a new method. Before we get into that though, let's look at our Game Week 29 results. I did actually manage to get one game spot on, which was Nottingham Forest versus Wolves, but there was quite a few of you that managed to get that one spot on, frankly. I only got 2 other results correct. It was a week of upsets, let's face it, in the Premier League, and I didn't predict any of them. I ended on 7 points, and this is what the Game Week 29 subscribers results leaderboard looks like. Annie and Jacklius managed to get 10 points. They're top of the table. Stuyven in second with 9 points. Me and Ben had 7 points coming in third, and then Wilf and Marbles had a week to forget. If you guys want to be involved, all you've got to do is make sure you put your predictions into the comments of this video and you might find yourself top of the leaderboard next week. But how am I going to change my fortunes? How am I going to make sure that I get my predictions right this week? On your screen now, you can see that I have a wheel. I'm using a website called Wheel of Names, and I have put home win, away win, and draw all on a wheel. If we get a home or away win, I then come to this wheel here with loads of score lines on it to pick what score I'm going to predict. And if it's a draw, we also do the same. So this week, my predictions are going to be completely random, and we're going to see if I can do better than I usually do. If you guys like me having a bit of fun with this concept, please hit a like on this video to show some support, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. It would be much appreciated. So our first game is Manchester United versus Everton. Let's see what the wheel gives me. What are we going to get? We are getting a away win. So we think that Everton are going to win this one. We think Everton are going to win, but what scoreline do I think Everton are going to win by? Everton are going to beat Manchester United, apparently 3-1. So there we have it, the predictions on the board. This could get interesting. Game 2 is Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest, and the wheel is giving us a home win to Aston Villa. So it's going to be a home win to Villa, but what is the score going to be? It is apparently going to be 4-0. And here it is on our prediction board. The start of this week's looking interesting. Next up is a big game between Brentford and Newcastle. What's it going to give us? An away win to Newcastle. That's a bit more realistic. And what are Newcastle going to win by? Let's have a look. Is it another 4-0? It's not. They're going to win 2-1. That's actually a pretty good prediction. And here it is in our predictions. That's actually something I'd probably put in. Fulham versus West Ham next. What are we going to get here? Oh, is that going to go to a draw? It's not. We're getting an away win to West Ham. What is the score going to be in this away win? I would probably have gone with Fulham, I'm not going to lie, but we've got a 3-1 away win to West Ham. Safe to say this is one that I wouldn't have gone for. Huge game for Chelsea up against Wolves. Looks like Frank Lampard's going back as manager, which would be interesting. And we have our first draw of the video, meaning we get to use our draw wheel for the first time. I don't think Frank Lampard would be happy with a draw in his first game, but it's going to be one for the neutrals because apparently it's going to be 4-4. That prediction is nearly as crazy as the United-Everton one. Next up, we have Spurs versus Brighton. Again, Spurs, a team that have changed manager recently. Are they going to get themselves a win? Apparently so. Spurs with the home win then. How many goals are they going to score in this win? It's going to be a nice game. It's going to be a 3-1. I'm not going to lie, I probably would have had this game down as a draw, maybe even a Brighton win. Leicester versus Bournemouth next. I think a draw would be pretty safe here as a bet. Is that going to go through? It's not. We've gone for an away win to Bournemouth. Keeping in mind, Bournemouth are literally one of the worst teams in the league. How many goals are they going to win by? They're apparently going to put 3 past Leicester away from home. That's back-to-back 3-1 scorelines on a randomizer wheel. That's crazy. Southampton versus Man City. If this doesn't come up as an away win, then I'm definitely not getting any points from this prediction. Luckily for me, it has. And a big scoreline here wouldn't be a bad thing. What are Man City going to do to Southampton? They're going to win 3-0. You know what? The wheel hasn't done too badly there. Leeds versus Crystal Palace next. What are we going to see? A draw. Okay, we haven't had many draws so far. The last time we had a draw, it ended on 4-4. What are we going to go for? For Leeds versus Crystal Palace, it's going to be 1-1. That one's a pretty solid prediction, but the next game, this is game of the week. It's time to predict Liverpool versus Arsenal. If this isn't an away win, it'll be a shock. It's an away win. Even the wheel knows that Arsenal are unstoppable right now. And what scoreline are Arsenal going to run away with? They are going to put 4 past Liverpool. Look away now, Liverpool fans. And that rounds off a list of very interesting predictions. I mean, it's already written, isn't it? I'm probably going to score the most points this week. Here's our roundup of our Game Week 30 Matt Ayres Premier League predictions as decided by a randomizer wheel before anyone comes after me for this. We've got Everton to win 3-1 away from home at Manchester United. We've got Aston Villa to win 4-0 against Nottingham Forest. Brentford to lose 2-1 at home to Newcastle. We've got West Ham to win 3-1 away at Fulham. We've got a massive draw between Wolves and Chelsea, 4-4. We've got Tottenham to win 3-1 at home to Brighton. Bournemouth to win 3-1 away from home at Leicester. Man City to win 3-0 away at Southampton. A draw between Leeds and Crystal Palace, 1-1. And Arsenal to win 4-0 away at Anfield. So that is it for some pretty crazy predictions right there. The wheel has thrown in some spanners, to say the least. If you guys want to get involved in this series, make sure you get your comments down below with your predictions for Game Week 30 in the Premier League before the Everton versus Manchester United game kicks off. Yeah, it's safe to say that my predictions are a little bit strange this week, but I thought, why not have a bit of fun with it? If you've enjoyed this video, please hit a massive thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one. If anyone has any ideas for how I can come up with predictions in strange ways again, let me know.